Hey guys, what's going on? It's early here in Tirana, Albania. Once again, if you'd like to meet me in Tirana, Albania, all you have to do is send a message to support@liamstopsnitis.com, and I'd absolutely love to meet you. Don't be shy. Mask or no mask, that's fine with me. Well, got legally mandated to wear masks the other day, so I guess it's going to have to be a bit of a we'll meet in the middle. Let's just say that. Anyway, so I wanted to read you something from the Facebook group that is attached to the course that I have, Triumph Over Tinnitus 3. And the reason I wanted to read you this is because I'm temporarily stepping back from social media, so Instagram, and to be honest, YouTube as well. But I wanted to sort of send you the highlights. So I probably won't be making that many videos on YouTube. I want to focus on the courses. It's going really well. You know, when I realize I focus my attention on certain things, the results get better. So I feel like I've got a lot of videos on YouTube. I still, of course, I'm going to upload videos to YouTube, but very sparingly. So I'm talking maybe 2-3 a month, something like that. And there'll be highlights of what I'm doing in the course, and you know, anything that's really important that I haven't touched on yet. And hopefully I can, you know, help you and literally, for lack of a better word, serve you there. At least better than hopefully anyone who tells you that tinnitus is alive. It's totally not. So this is just kind of the view. I'm just sitting here with my laptop. This is a Tirana. I'll give you a bit of a better view if you want to see. It's nothing special. So that's the main block down there. You kind of see the sun coming over there. It is, what's the time? Let me check. Oh, it's 7:30 in the morning. So this is a place I share with my roommate at the moment in Albania. So it's kind of fun living with someone else. I don't mind that at all. It's cool. So you can obviously see, you know, I like the plants, he likes the cigarettes and stuff like that. So it's fun. Anyway, so let me break down this for you right now and get to it. So I'm going to read you this and hope you enjoy it. So this is the post. How's your morning going? Remember, food is a tiny portion of silence, but it's such a big part of our lives that to change it only elicits weird looks and comments from our loved ones, but also a genuine struggle and draining of our own willpower. I know you guys don't need a motivational talk, per se, but just know that this course, Triumph Over Tinnitus 3, isn't the easiest thing in the world, and it's not. But just by doing so, and just by doing the best that you can, you're moving in the right direction. And also, if you're watching this and you're not in Triumph Over Tinnitus 3, it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter, okay? In terms of doing the best that you can. Look, I'm always going to say that the best stuff is in the course, of course, because it's concise, it's in the right order, all that. But if you're not in the course or you can't afford the course for whatever reason, don't worry. Just do the absolute best that you can do, and all bullshit aside, just do the fucking best that you can do, and you can still get amazing results. So, also, if you're spending your time, energy, and money on Triumph Over Tinnitus 3 itself, as well as supplements and other things you have to spend money on, it all adds up, okay? But I want you to know that this course has been proven to work. You can hear how dry my mouth is. I haven't spoken at all today. So I also want to add this additional insight here. Here are some epic stories which show just how crucial trying out slowly every aspect of this course can be, no matter how seemingly insignificant, or regardless of if you get feelings of futility whilst doing so or not. So that means if you see an aspect of a course, the aspect of this course, or anything in my YouTube videos, and you think, oh, that doesn't pertain to me, which means it doesn't matter to you, it's not correlated to you or how you got tinnitus. Do it anyway. And also be consistent. If you got tinnitus from noise trauma and you think, okay, well, I got to regrow my hair cells, how does Liam talk about that? First of all, I don't talk about regrowing your hair cells, I talk about why it's probably not the case in the first place. But you should also be doing, let's say, for example, let's just stick to the basics, cold showers, muscle release, stuff like that, but you get the idea. Okay? Here are some epic stories. Get this. I've had an 80-year-old, okay, who's had tinnitus for 20 plus years, get his tinnitus from a 10 to a 2 in 6 months. But get this. the first 5 months of seriously hard work, even for anyone of any age, let alone an 80-year-old, okay? The first 5 months, he got 0 results. Didn't get a spike, didn't get fluctuation, nothing. And then finally, he cut out dairy and bang, near silence. So was it, okay, well, dairy was his thing. Was it a dairy that did it? I personally think no, it wasn't the dairy that did it. It was the 5 months of hard work, and then you stack the dairy on top of that, and that just toppled the dominoes, straw broke the camel's back, that sort of thing, okay? So look at it that way. Or honestly, if you wanted to, you could look at it a different way and think, oh, maybe it was just a dairy, and maybe I should just keep trying things until something sticks. You can do that, but make sure you're consistent as well. What I'm saying is, you could say, I'm going to cut out dairy for a week because Liam told me a story about an 80-year-old. But if you don't have that months or even weeks, or depending on who you are and your genetics, it does play a certain role, but not in getting tinnitus, but in beating it, okay? Genetics and your habits and your location, you could cut out dairy and you could get silence tomorrow. I've had people do that. It's, you know, I know it's infuriating for you, but it happens. When I say you, I mean people who say, I've been doing this for so long, you know, I've been trying this and trying that. But remember, as I said, diet is such a small part. It's just an example. Do everything consistently, persistently. Bring things in slowly, very, very slowly. Especially, let's say you're over the age of 60, you got to take it easy. Especially if you're diabetic, especially if you have heart problems, if you're on beta blockers, something like that. That's not a joke. That's serious stuff. Anyway, so phone is dying. Let me get to it. So I've had people get tinnitus from an ear infection, and their tinnitus quickly went from maybe a 5 to lower than a 1. But this girl, specifically I'm thinking of, could not get to silence. Guess what got her to 100% silence? Blue blocker glasses, as I mentioned in the course. And remember, she got tinnitus from an ear infection. Does that make sense? People in the course will understand how that makes sense and how it correlates, okay? Everything connects. Also, there are people who basically get immediate silence in 5 weeks, okay? And also, there are cases of people who get no results, as I mentioned before, for 5 months, and then they slowly start getting results. I'm yet to find the commonalities that tie these people together and that separate them. I wish that I could hear your story and then give you a super accurate, or at least moderately accurate, ETA, estimated time of arrival, to silence your tinnitus, and the specific steps determined by your story and your age and so on. But the truth is that I can't do that, okay? As far as I can see, how someone got tinnitus, how you got tinnitus, okay? It's just a straw that broke the camel's back. So listen to this and pay attention to this next part. You got tinnitus from stress? Maybe it started with posture. You got tinnitus from loud noises? Your poor diet could have caused you to become predisposed to getting tinnitus. I think you understand what I'm saying here. And this isn't written down, but let me give you a couple more examples. If you got tinnitus from benzodiazepines, maybe a lack of sunlight caused that. If you understand electrons, you know what I'm talking about. If you got, let's say, what's another example? Let's say you got tinnitus from a physical injury, okay? Maybe breathing problems is what caused you to have sustained tinnitus. Sure, anyone can get tinnitus from getting hit in the head or a loud concert, but why is it sustained? I really want to, it's my opinion, and I'm just telling you this because of what I've seen from so many people that I've helped, okay, and their stories when they tell me that what causes your tinnitus, it isn't necessarily, you shouldn't look for advice based upon that one thing, okay? You should look at the underlying cause of tinnitus, which in my opinion, once again, is mitochondrial dysfunction and stuff like that. Sorry for a terrible view. I'm looking at my computer. You should look at the underlying cause of tinnitus and try and fix that. And look also and think, hey, you know what? A physical injury and a lack of oxygen and poor sleeping and eating habits. And I went vegan for a while back then, and I tried this. All these things led to me getting tinnitus. So instead of trying to say, hey, you know, I got tinnitus from noise trauma, I actually just wear earplugs from now on and look at hair cell regrowth research, I think that could potentially be a waste of time for those people, okay? Anyway, so the results are there. Check out your Instagram and YouTube, or my Instagram and YouTube, sorry. Try and Focus Tinnitus 3, okay? The upcoming app, if you haven't seen that yet, live streams in the Facebook group and each other, which is in the Facebook group too. They're all there to help you guys. And there's another bit there, but I won't add that in, I'll just show you this. So this is the app that I've paid to get developed. And it's not there to tell you exactly what to do, but it's there to give you my specific guidelines and what I think, you know, is some great options for you to do. And then you measure your tinnitus. Okay? So you can see I'm going to add all the sounds there. You put the earplugs in, so on and so forth. It's just a different, I think it's, so you get the point, all right? So what you're eating, what you're doing, I'm going to edit this, hearing assessment, your progress, and it's going to be able to send you emails, how cool is this, and say, hey, you know what? You increased this activity, or you decreased this light exposure, or you did this, or you did that by 10% extra than you normally do, and you didn't change anything else really, but yet your tinnitus in your left ear went down by, let's say, 15%. So maybe you should try increasing that, and also here are some other suggestions. Why don't you try this? You can measure it and we'll tell you what we think. But really the we'll tell you what we think is really something that I preloaded. So I think that's pretty cool. Here are just some things, some supplements, and also you can add your own supplement. So if you're taking something that isn't even in the course or I've never spoken about, you can add that in yourself, add the dosage. Is it going to be drops? Is it going to be teaspoons? Is it going to be milliliters? You can add that in and put how much you're using, how much you're not using, what you've decreased, what you've increased, and it will show you, okay. Now the thing with this is there's going to be a lot of variables, but you're still going to be able to see, well, you know, I didn't really change much, or I changed like 3 things. What are the 3 things I changed? Well, I increased my salt intake. You know, I was taking 2 teaspoons of salt per day with iodine, let's say, and my tinnitus spiked and it hasn't come down. So why don't I take this off and see how it goes? And also, here's a very, very good lesson to take home. You're only going to be able to measure your tinnitus every 14 days. Not every day, not every 7 days, not every 10 days, 14 days. Because guys, it takes time. And also, tinnitus goes up and down all around, so there's no point measuring it every day because you want to take a bit of a bird's eye view. 14 days is still pretty concise, but a bird's eye view. So let's say 2 months into this, okay, you start using this, you're going to have a really good idea of exactly what you're doing and exactly how your tinnitus is reacting. Anyway, have a good day, guys.